There was a day, a real day in time, when the Son of God died, not by accident, not by force, but by choice. The world was already dying, wounded by sin and separated from its Creator. Good deeds, distractions, and denial covered some of the pain and hurt, but the truth still remained. Someone had to pay the price for our sin, someone who was perfect. Justice demanded it. Jesus, fully man, fully God, was the answer. He went to the cross willingly. He bore the weight of every betrayal, every lie, every broken promise, every past, present, and future sin ever committed. He could have called angels. He could have walked away. But instead, in obedience to his Father's will, he stayed the course until he uttered those incredible words, "It is finished." Because this was the reason why he came to earth on this day to die, for our sins. After the earthquake and the turbulence, at the death of Jesus, there was silence. The light of the world gone, his body buried, as was the hope of those who loved him and longed to see him again. It was the end. But in God's plan, death is never the final word. 3 days later, the earth shook again, but this time in triumphant victory and joy. The tomb was empty. Jesus had risen from the dead. Death had finally been defeated. The curse was stopped, and what began as a day to die became a day that death died. The cross where Jesus went to die on that day is now a symbol to the world of salvation, of redemption, of assurance and forgiveness. Those who have embraced the cross because their very life and future depend on that cross are forever changed by what happened on that day. They are unable to move on from that place, and whatever they do from that moment on, they will forever worship and adore the one who chose, on that day, to die for their sins. And that is why Easter is such a significant event that once it captures your heart, will change you forever, and you will never be the same again.